What's up, gang? Welcome back to another episode of In the Frame podcast. I'm your host, Peter Collins, joined by your co-host, Alberto Mendoza.
What's up, bruh?
Episode 6, bro. 6 weeks.
Episode 6. Let's go.
Man, 6-week progress report. Remember those?
Dude, kind of.
How you been, dude?
I've been good, man. But
First things first.
it is Friday night.
I forgot. Cheers, brother.
That's good stuff.
Yummy.
It's been good, man. It's been pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie. Another week of content. I feel like Gary Vee, dude. There's pumping content all week.
No, I seen you you vlogging and stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Sending me Snapchats.
Yeah. I got a lot of heat coming up. A lot of client work that I've been doing as well. So it's a pretty good balance, man. I'm in a good space right now.
Yeah, that's good, man.
I feel real good about myself right now. I'm not gonna lie.
You told me you had a big gig. You just clutched.
Yeah, well, I officially closed.
Are you allowed to say anything or no?
I'll keep it as vague as possible. I'll probably roll it out once I'm like working into it. By the time you guys are hearing this, I'm probably knocking on wood. I'm probably working on it as we speak.
Yeah.
But yeah, I landed my highest paid gig.
Damn, goals.
I'm not gonna talk about numbers, but definitely my highest paid. It's gonna be it's a big project, something different that I'm used to, but I know I have all the confidence in doing. So yeah, I mean, nothing's officially closed. If you're a videographer, photographer, nothing's officially closed until you get that deposit. Yeah. So we're working on contracts right now. So yeah, dude, it's been pretty good, dude. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a good
congrats,
week.
bro. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, appreciate that. How about yourself? How you been?
I've been good. Just I'm definitely trying to find another I'm trying to find more photography gigs.
Are you reaching out?
I'm reaching out, but it's just been slow.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've just been focusing on myself. I've been going to the gym a lot.
I know, man. Dude, pause. But you showed me that snap, bro. You look like you lost a lot of weight, dude. God, I'm not gonna lie, dude. That hyped me up to go to the gym this morning.
Dude, I'm like, dude.
Hell no, this guy's.
Bro,
I'm not gonna be the only one that's like letting go.
I saw myself in the mirror and I was like, whoa, like, I gotta send this to the guys real quick.
Pause.
Self motivation. I know, but it's motivating me, dude. I've definitely taken a pause. I have for certainly taken a pause on photography and just stuff that I was doing in quarantine time and focusing on my health, just because I want to get that.
You have a wedding coming up. You have to be.
Dude, you stole the words out of my mouth.
I saw you choking, so I had a feeling for you.
I know. I have a wedding coming up, so I need to like get in shape, man. That's my motivation. But I'm definitely feeling more motivated than I have before.
Guys, if you guys don't know, I've tried to beg this guy to go to the gym with me for so many years, and we go, but you'll go through like
little phases.
Not we. You go through a little 2-week phase, and then you're like, I'm over it, and you'll do a Kickstarter. But now, I think this boxing routine of yours is actually, I think you actually love it the way I love hitting the gym. Like I love hitting weights.
No, I found something that
you enjoy. Yeah,
and it feels really good. Like,
do you feel like
It's fast paced, so I'm.
It's super hit cardio.
Yeah, it's fast paced, kind of like that thing we did at the beach. Remember that free trial thing? No names.
Oh yeah.
But it's like that fast, like boom, boom, boom. Like, all right, get your gloves. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's do this. Like,
how long
boom,
is
boom,
your
boom.
sessions?
They're an hour long.
So 60 minutes of like no bullshit, just going at it hard.
Exactly. And dude, you see my snaps? Like my shirt is drenched.
I kind of want to join. I'm not gonna.
You should go. You and your girl should go try it out.
Yeah,
you get a free session.
Do you ever like dread? Because I even now, dude, I dread going to the gym sometimes.
That's Shelby, dude. I dread it, but we
even with boxing, you still dread it.
It's more like it's kind of not late, but it's like like I gotta get ready. I gotta do this, and for some reason I always rinse off because I just want to sweat clean. I don't know if anybody else.
No, I sometimes rinse off before I go to the gym too.
Yeah,
I've done it before.
It's just like I don't know why, but it just makes me feel a little bit better about.
It kind of jolts you after a long day of work, so it kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm. But we take pre-workout and slap myself and motivate myself, and then boom, we hit it. And
well, plus you're spending a pretty penny, so I hope you freaking go.
Exactly, that's another reason. It's like we're spending this much.
I don't pay that much at all, dude. So it's
actually, I love it, man. I love it, and I hope I can get into they have a new section where it's advanced, but you got to get approved by a coach. So hopefully within the next couple months. Definitely enjoying that. Another thing I'm enjoying is I just got my haircut. That
I see
really
you look cut, man. I see you look clean. Look like you're about to go hit the club after this.
I know, right?
Too bad we're in quarantine. Well, actually, we're not in quarantine anymore.
We're simulating, but
I think we're gonna go back to quarantine soon, though.
I know
all these spikes,
spiking numbers, but hopefully we open up soon, man, because there's a lot of businesses out there hurting.
Yeah. Where'd you get your cut at?
Shout out to Mick at John O Publix. Check him out if you live in Oceanside.
Is that our first sponsor?
Mick, if you better sponsor us after this. Me and Alberto get free cuts.
Hey.
No. Yeah, it's just therapeutic, man. I feel like self-care is really important.
You
got to find something
for sure
that you can take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And if you can take care of yourself, everything else, like your goals and aspirations, will become way easier.
I'm a believer of try to be sharp as much as you can. What do you
for the viewers listening, what do you invest or like as a self-care? What do you care about that people may think that it's dumb wasting money?
I can't think of much, man, because I don't go to salons. I don't go to hair. I cut my own hair.
That's why you got a new razor. That's a good investment.
I got a new trimmer for like my beard and stuff like that. But
looks pretty beastie.
I appreciate that.
Well, that's one thing.
I can't really think of anything. I mean, the gym, I guess.
No, yeah, the gym.
But a lot of people go to the gym, so.
But yeah, definitely. You have to take care of yourself first.
Right. And I do want to get an adjustment. So if there's any adjustment plugs out there, let me know. It was good and.
But good, man. It's good for both of us.
Dope. Yeah.
We're going back into normal. Life.
Yeah.
So
what do you want to talk about, bruh?
What are we talking about today? I think we should talk about not that equipment matters or anything, but you shouldn't be worried about how much you pay for your gear, or you shouldn't be self-conscious about how much you pay or how much your gear costs. Am I wording that wrong?
I think you're wording it wrong. I think you're saying
photography
the gear doesn't matter.
Does photography gear matter? Does your gear matter in photography?
To an extent, it does.
Let's let you roll the red carpet and start it off.
Okay, so my thing is, you could shoot anything with any body camera, as long as especially in photography, as long as you could get your hold on a prime lens, which is, guys, if you guys don't know, if you're listening, a prime lens means one focal length, that it can't zoom in and zoom out. So, for example, there's one, the Nifty 50. And it's like the cheapest prime lens you could get, and that lens is so good. And any whether it's Canon, Sony, Nikon, Panasonic, whatever.
Yeah.
The glass is the glass. When I say glass, guys, I mean the lens. I'm talking super hipster right now. But
we had a lot of our friends and fans saying, can you be more specific about what you mean by a certain term? Because they're not into photography, but if you want to get into it, we want to explain it.
Right. This is like photography lingo. I know it's super nerdy, guys, but bear with us. But the lens, you need a prime lens. That's like the sharpest low light, and it's just beautiful. You get the nice creamy bokeh. Bokeh, guys, is when you have that background blur. When you see an image and it's like a person is only focused and the entire background is blurred. That's what bokeh is. That's what it's called. And that's what people try to strive for all the time.
Yeah, let me just remember what you were saying, because let me add. So prime lens means bokeh, which if you have an iPhone, it's the portrait mode where the background blurs.
Yeah.
Something like that. And then second,
that's what bokeh is. Yeah.
Yeah. And prime lens means the glass quality is like supreme.
Yeah.
It's nothing compared to a zoom lens. It's not a zoom lens.
It's not a zoom lens.
No zoom lens is a prime.
It's only one focal length, and that's
one
it.
Focal length, and
which means 50, 85, 24. It can't go 16 to 35. It can't zoom to a 16 to a 35. It just means it's either a 16 or it's a 35 or it's a, you guys, I feel like you guys get what we're saying now.
Yeah. So when we mean glass, we mean a lens. And prime lens usually are a little bit pricey, but they're worth it.
Yeah.
And the image quality, oh my God, it's day and night.
It's stupid.
It's day and night. Remember when so let me go, no, go ahead.
No.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
So, since we're in the topic of prime lenses, remember when I had my 24 to 240?
Oh yeah.
FE.
Yeah.
Which this is when I first started
2017,
photography,
16,
and I was broke, dude. Like I spent all my money on my freaking
How much was that, by the way?
The glass
at the time,
the lens,
the lens.
It was $9. It was like $1,000.
Yeah.
And at the time I was like broke because I just bought my camera, bought all this stupid gimbal that I ended up selling to you because I don't know why I bought it because I wanted to vlog, but I never did. And I bought this stupid mic,
the Gorilla Pod.
The Gorilla Pod. Do you still have it, or you sold it?
I still have it, dude. Oh, it's messed up and it's beat up.
It was like $80 when it first came out. That stupid mic I sold to you.
I still have that mic. I've actually got a.
I feel like I sold you all my gear. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
But I
got a bargain for it.
I know. I spent like $120 on that.
Yeah.
And I was broke. And then, dude, this is when my rookie days.
Mm-hmm. This was when you thought gear was like everything.
Yeah. So like I was like, dude, I need gear, but I'm broke because I just spent all this money. So I asked my brother. I'm like, yo, like you have a Best Buy credit card? Like, I'd appreciate it if you can buy this lens.
I don't know this story.
I'm only saying it because I'm being real. Like,
no. I like it. I like that.
So like I was like, yo, bro, like I was working and stuff, but I was just broke because this is back when paying bills, me and you going out, like every weekend.
And you're living with someone at the time too.
Was I?
I think so.
Nah, I think I was a loser, dude, and living with my parents.
Oh, okay.
So no, I was living with my parents, and then me and you were just like going out. Like I was just doing my party face.
We were dumb.
Yeah, we were dumb, young and dumb. And I told my brother, I was like, hey man, like I appreciate it if you support me, and like I'll pay you interest. I think I ended up paying like $100 or $50.
That's dope.
But I paid it off like monthly.
That's dope.
So then I did that, and then I was like, dude, I'm set because Fun for Louie. If you go back to another episode,
that's where you got that lens from.
Fun for Louie would always use that, and he used it for video. And I was like,
that's the key right there.
Yeah,
dude.
I was like, dude, that shit looks so meaty and grippy. Like, I want that.
That's the thing. Like, not all gear is the same. He got that specific lens for video because he's a travel vlogger. Well, your case, you're just a photographer. Mm-hmm. That lens does not do it justice for you.
Yeah,
but you made it work though.
Yeah, I made it work. And then so size matters, guys. I'm just joking, but
it's a beefy lens. Actually, it's super heavy.
Yeah, it's
so heavy. Stupid heavy.
Dude. So because I got that big ass lens for my little A6000, I had to get an E mount like adapter. Like, so it was like a bracket,
like a support.
Yeah, support. So I had to like unscrew my shit, like doing all this surgery things in my camera, and I was so scared. I was like, fuck. And I bought it at B&H. It was really expensive. It was like $80 for a piece of stupid metal.
That's so crazy.
Because
the lens was so
so heavy. Yeah, that light went through the freaking it would bend my camera lens and my freaking body.
I didn't know that.
So, anyways, fast forward. My brother is a brother. Family got family. So he like gets it for me. I pay like in 4 months or whatever, and I'm taking photos. At this time, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I was shooting auto. Because all I did was freaking
it's called
landscape.
Rookie days.
Yeah. So I was doing landscapes. So all I cared was about landscapes because Fun for Louie, he was out there. I can't film or I can't do this, but I'm gonna shoot for landscapes.
Right.
Because I like his shit and he's influencing me. He's probably one of my first not mentors, but like influencers.
No. Okay.
And so I would take.
He inspired me to travel.
Yeah,
so
he's freaking dope.
He inspired everyone. I'm not gonna lie.
I've told you stuff. He was so cool. Like when he first started off.
Yeah.
He would like, hey, what's your name? You're a band? Let me do some free content. Let me live with you for a couple of days while I figure.
No, he did
out.
a super bummish.
He was so cool, man.
We're going off topic though.
Yeah. So, anyways, I get this lens right. I think I'm on top of the world. I'm like, dude, I just spent $1,000, bro.
I'm straight. I'm gonna be a goat. I'm gonna be a goat.
And remember, guys, the lens was more than my A6000 at the time, which was brand new. The body was like $800.
Right.
The lens was like $1,000.
Jeez.
So that goes to show you that glass, aka lenses, are really expensive, and you have to invest. So we'll get to that why gear matters and what you should spend your money on. So I get this lens right. I'm shooting auto. I'm shooting continuous focus because that's what I YouTubed was the best. The frame is flexible, large spotting, and I'm doing that right. Mm-hmm. And then fast forward to like when I'm like, well, dude, like I'm tired of landscapes. I'm tired of this stuff. I want to get into people photography because it pays.
Yeah,
and I want to get into the business. So I'm shooting. It does me a couple of justice, But then when I noticed that I needed a prime lens was when I had a photography gig. It's probably my second or third, and it was low light. And my shit was only 3.5.
Guys, for the most part, this is another thing, another little rule. Zoom lenses are not low light lenses. They're not good low light lenses unless you buy like a super
really expensive
freaking expensive
and they're rare too.
Yeah, and those cost like $1,500 plus at times. But the basic zoom lenses, they're not meant for low light situations. So go ahead.
So I'm like It's like gloomy. It's like sunset, and it's a family portrait. It was like one of my first big paid gigs.
Okay.
At the time.
I remember because we celebrated at what's that bar called?
Where?
Where I get the Cali Kush beer.
Oh, Breakwater?
Yeah, we had drinks after.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that place is good. And we had to shoot. I had to shoot, right?
Yeah.
And family portrait, dude.
How many people?
It was like a shit ton of people. It was like maybe like 15.
Damn. So you can't even open up the aperture that much.
No, yeah.
So you want to get everybody in focus.
Yeah, this is before my flash. This is when I got into like the business of shooting for dough. So I get there, bro, and then I'm like, oh my god, like what the hell? Like why? Like these people told me 6 o'clock. Like the sun is going
Clients
down.
never come on time, by the way, guys.
I was sweating balls, bro. I was like, oh my god, my lens kit is a 3.5.
And you knew this at the time.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I'm like, there's only so much that in post I can save.
Exactly.
So I'm like freaking out. My palms are sweaty. I'm like,
Mom spaghetti.
And I was like, dude, what am I gonna do? Like, what the fuck? Like, what am I gonna do? And it was an outdoor, so I couldn't use my A6000 flash and bounce it off the wall to like
you're outdoor.
Save me.
No
I'm
bounce.
like, dude, what the freak? And then I everybody comes, and then I secretly go to the client. I'm like, yo, man, like it's already kind of dark, so this may affect the photos. And she was like, she didn't know anything like what I meant. She was like, oh, okay, like no, don't worry, like we'll make it work. Okay. I'm like, all right, I hope so. Like I hope so. And yeah, like there wasn't much like that I had go wrong, but there was definitely some vignetting,
some noise as well.
Noise in the skin. That's the worst fear of a photographer. When you have noise on the skin,
you can only do so much cleaning in post production.
Yeah. And which noise is for those non-photography people?
I hate that term noise. It should be called grain.
I know,
not
grain.
Noise.
I know how I should. Yeah, because it basically means grain, little white dots.
Yeah,
if you have a dark surface and you try to like bump the exposure and then you see little white dots, that's called noise.
Dude, there's actually a trend for there's people that add grain to their image on purpose.
Yeah, no.
Like I've had like, especially with like, I've seen a lot of female Instagrammers that do that a lot. Like I've sent
that like freaking, I know what you're talking about.
They want that vintage look. They're going for that vintage look,
yeah.
Like that film aesthetic look. And we're shooting digital, so it's not film, obviously. So like I send images to clients, especially females. They always, and then they like filter over it, which is like super. We got to talk about that in another episode.
Yeah.
They filter over that image that they paid for, and then they add all this grain and noise, which is cool. But I mean, if you would have told me, I could have done it for you. But whatever. Yeah. But that's just a little trend that I'm noticing the last year or so.
Like we talked about in episode 1 or 2, like a new trend comes when an influencer makes it a thing. Yeah. And then you see all these people pop up like boom, 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 like and you like you look at your phone like, whoa, that's a new trend, I guess. Yeah. And us as photographers, we don't care, like, but it kind of like. I don't know, but that's another topic. Anyway, I don't want to get into it because we will go into a wormhole.
Seriously, let's stay on topic.
So I'm getting my lens, and then after that, I was like, dude, like I need to I need to invest in an A7 II, which back then was like everybody was using that. Yeah. I need to invest in
which is a full frame.
And I was like, dude, I need to invest in a full frame, or I'm fucked. Like I'm like, what the fuck? Like I'm gonna be stagnant, and I'm only gonna I can't shoot. I'm not gonna be versatile. I did my research, dude, and I was like, dude, all I need to do is get a prime lens.
That just shows, guys, do your research.
So this is the perfect example of why the money you spend on gear isn't important. It's what you can do with the gear, your research, your homework, how you can put the puzzle together to make it work for you.
Right.
So what I did, I was like, I think I even talked to you. I was like, dude, I'm either gonna invest in a lens, or I'm gonna get a body and then some like crappy lens.
Right.
What would you rather get? A crappy lens and a nice photo freaking camera body that you can't really do much because, guys, what matters is the lens.
The lens is the most important part.
Your lens is most likely gonna be worth more than your camera lens.
Yeah.
When
your camera body.
Yeah, it's your camera body. So that's what I did. I did my research and I said, what fits me as my niche is. I'm getting into a niche that's portraits, family portraits.
You need that creamy bokeh, low light.
What do I need? So I did my research and I bought my lens, and
which is
the 1.4 Sigma art lens.
Which is that one, ladies and gentlemen.
This one, guys. You guys will see like you can't really tell the difference. If you can fuck with the settings and use it to your advantage, you won't be able to notice.
Guys, ladies and gentlemen, here in the Frame Podcast, we're shooting with 3 prime lenses.
Call them out.
We're shooting with a 55 1.8. We're shooting with a 16 millimeter 1.4. And we're shooting with the 35 millimeter 1.8, all prime lenses. Yeah. Because it's hard to tell because the framing, of course, but this is a low light area. Like we're in my dining table, for crying out loud. Yeah. We do have a light to like help compensate the we need to balance the exposure. We have couple of lights right here. You can't really tell. Maybe we'll do a story. Actually, if you check our Instagram, you'll see it on our BTS stories. You'll see like how we set up everything. So you can have an idea of what this production looks like. Yeah. But prime lenses are key. Like we're not shooting with any zoom lenses because prime lenses are good for low light and it gives you that sharp image.
Yeah. And shout outs to our videographer Alberto. He does a lot of video editing. He does all of it. Basically, you're
gonna learn though, man. You're gonna have to learn
because this was bitching. It's a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of work, and I do feel guilty at times. And we gotta, we're a collaborative.
But I think this is gonna be good because you're gonna be forced to learn video. You've been fucking with video here and there, but like only when you like get inspired. Yeah. But now you're gonna be forced to like get in Premiere every single day and like, hey, let me learn how to do this.
Which is good because it's a skill set I can learn. And use.
It's a good way. You be a jack of all trades, man. Not just be a photographer. Because there's a million photographers. There's not that many freaking videographers.
Yeah, maybe I'll steal some of your jobs in the future. Who knows?
That's 2 weeks in a row that you're saying that, dude. What's going on?
What's that guy's name? Anakin? Or you're Obi-Wan?
You're young Padawan? You're young Padawan?
And then you're gonna kill me at the end?
You're weird, dude.
Anyways. No, but yeah, so like gear... I already forgot what the fuck we went on.
We're talking about like if you do your research, like the lens. We were saying that lens is more. You should hold a lens of priority over a camera body.
Yeah. So
if you're planning on dropping money, like say if you have like $500 to drop on camera gear, invest in a lens rather than a camera body.
Exactly.
Because the camera body, especially in photography, for the most part, could do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
As long as you can shoot raw photos, that's pretty much all you need.
Photos. That's all
you need. Yeah.
Why don't you give them a tip about raw photos? This is in the frame.
This is you, bro. Tip. This is you're the photographer. Go for it.
Raw photos means it's just more information, more light, more detail in the file.
Yeah, and it's very large files, by the way, guys.
Yeah, very large file.
There's two different files. Tell them.
Explain. Yeah, JPEG is what, like 4 or 5 megabytes.
But explain the difference of the file.
A raw file has more information. So what do you mean, Pete? What do you mean more information?
Yeah.
More detail, more shit in the fucking file. So that means when you edit, it's
way more flexible,
less possibility of noise, less possibility of underexposed, overexposed. It gives you more freedom
in post-production.
JPEG, not as much. It's
straight out the camera.
You can't
do much with it.
Yeah. And I suggest if you're not shooting raw, you should start shooting raw.
Yeah.
It's going to make...
And manual mode.
Manual mode, yes. It took me a while after I went to humans, but...
I went to humans.
You know what I mean? Because it's like... You know how I shot? I shot like shutter, high speed, like just fucking whatever I can get.
Blah, blah, blah.
And once you get to people just standing there, you want to get that sharpness.
Right.
You want to get those eyes really clear. You don't want to hand a photo to a client and be like, oh shit, your eyes... You can't twitch there, so like it's kind of
right
blurry. But definitely invest in
the camera. Invest in a lens.
Most certainly invest in a lens.
Yeah, the lens is a bigger priority.
Yeah, it's
priority. Wait until you get to full frame, bro. Oh my god, they're so damn expensive. Mm-hmm. Like stupid. I can only imagine.
And guys, those people who are barely getting in, or you're feeling inspired to get into photography. Don't be afraid of getting a crop lens. There's a lot of I feel like there's a lot of
or crop sensor camera.
I feel like there's a lot of negative stigma towards
We're shooting with 2 crop sensor cameras, which is the A6000 and the A6300.
Why don't you go ahead and tell the viewers what a difference between a crop and a full frame
is? I can't get into the science because I'm not that great with it. I just know.
Let me tell you guys then.
Go, yeah, please.
Isn't it,
bro? I just know what works and what doesn't. I just know one has more information. It's kind of like JPEG and RAW. The full frame carries a lot more information,
Yeah.
and it's more of a beast when it comes to low light.
And the body can be like a lower ISO or some shit. Like 50.
Yeah, it's better for low light.
yours.
It's better for low light. You don't have to crank the ISO as high.
Yeah. So basically, the crop lens means that it's whatever the focal length of that lens is times 1.25
1.5.
or 1.5, something like that.
At least these ones are. There's other cameras like Nikon or something. They're a little different, like 1.3 or something. But I know Sony's are 1.5. I believe it's 1.5.
Yeah. So like my 16 millimeter,
It's not a true 16.
it's a true 24 millimeter in a full frame, which
16 times 1.5 is that 24? Are you sure?
yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
We'll
We'll go with that.
That's what I got about gear.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? I'm sorry I cut you off. I hope you didn't lose your train of thought.
What were we talking about? You asked me
Gear.
about.
You said you were talking about lenses.
No, yeah, dude, lenses, dude. I was talking about full frame lenses, how it's so crazy expensive.
Oh, yeah, it is. What do you average cost about your lens?
Dude, expect to drop at least minimum like 700, and that's like on
That's a good price.
that's like on a used one though. But I'm saying like there's like way more, dude.
The G Masters I've seen like
a 24 G Masters, like I think it's like 2.5K.
2.5. Damn,
I think so.
I know the 85 millimeter G Master is like 1500.
Yeah, but it's like a 1.4. Like
Yeah,
but I'm saying like for any of you guys that are starting off, get the 50 nifty. That's like your cheapest prime that you could get probably.
for Sony
It's gonna
users.
cost you, you know,
For anybody?
Yeah, anybody, even Canon, dude. It's cheaper in Canon as well. They cost like $200. I know this sounds like, to us this is a little bit because we're just used to the camera bodies that they're so freaking expensive, but in the world, I know it sounds like we're saying like $200 not a lot. Like it is a lot, but in the camera world, that's not a lot.
Yeah.
Like, and trust me, we're not rich, man. So it's like we work our asses off to get the gear that we have. So when I'm saying I wish all my lenses were $200, I wish, dude.
Yeah.
Like this 55 cost me like $900. Like, dude,
Jeez.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
dude.
it is.
It's crazy.
It is, and that's like, let's not move away from the fact that if you buy the craziest shit, right? Like, let's say you are well off, right?
Sure.
And like you go off with the A7 III, and like you Google something, it's like, oh, preferably is this what you said was $1,500. That's not gonna substitute your skills
Oh no.
for the foundation of your photography skills.
Yeah, so I know people that have like really, really expensive gear and they don't have nothing to show for it. Like,
Yeah.
don't get the latest and greatest gear because, dude, there's no point. Like, as long, I know there's so many clowns on Instagram that like flex all their gear.
Dude, they
and
are.
They don't show shit. And if they do, like, it's so bad. Like,
How many people we know that have like all this like really expensive gear, like worth a used car, and like they're just taking behind the scenes,
and
they're
all they
just-
show is behind it. There's like Instagram pages that, remember those two clowns from they're like from Canada. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah,
The 6000 series guys.
I mean,
They
sometimes
literally show nothing but BTS videos, and they have like thousands of views and thousands of like engagement. I sound like a hater, but like literally, I've checked their videos, and god damn, like I see because they do
I even
videos.
told you like your shit's better than theirs.
Bro, they were legit showing like a wedding with EDM music, and it was so like it did not make sense. It was so cringy, man. And I'm like, these are the motherfuckers that have like their Instagram is so popping because they camera people, they're like nerds, man. Like there's really camera people are really nerds. So when they see people with like when they flex gear, they fucking like they go off on it. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's like they're only like in the photography game to show off their gear.
Yeah, they're just showing off their gear. They're showing off their gimbals. They're showing off their technique, and their gear's not even that crazy. They're shooting like the 6500. Yeah, so they just like show off all these crazy movements. Like I have learned a few little. Actually, fuck that. I've never learned anything from them because I do everything already. I've been doing everything.
Their most popular thing that I've seen was like their TikTok. And
I don't
like,
have TikTok, so I have
no.
idea.
They post like some stupid like.
I haven't seen them in such a like probably a year. Are they still like popping off?
I don't even know. I don't follow them.
You just said you saw them on it.
No,
TikTok.
I'm saying like before like their skits or some shit. They were doing skits.
I didn't know they were
and that
doing
was
skits
more
now.
entertaining than. Because at first it was cool, like watching their like gimbal, them holding a
Movements,
gimbal
like,
and like behind the scenes.
yeah.
And I was like, damn, like.
And
this
they're
was,
flexing like the aperture lights,
Yeah.
like the latest freaking
like,
gimbals.
their movements look pretty dope. But then like I even told you I was like, hey, like send me the link of their videos.
Because I went out of my way. There's a reason why they don't even promote their own freaking work. Like,
That is true because I never seen none of their
yeah,
work.
they
don't
never say,
promote-
"Hey, full video link in bot."
Exactly, they
None
don't.
of that.
And it's just like, what is this like a? And then that's when I was like, dude, is this just a profile that flexes on gear?
Literally, that's all it is.
And then even the gear, like I was like, whatever, man.
And then I showed you the video. What'd you think?
Dude, it was lame, bro. It was lame. Like,
So
the storytelling was so lame. Like it was
so everywhere. I don't know.
It was everywhere.
We sound like haters right now, but I'm sticking with
Nice.
it. Like that shit was so fucking trash. If I knew their Instagram name, I'd fucking call it out. But I don't know their Instagram name.
I'll go look
I just
it
know
up.
they're like 2
I'll
dudes.
put it in the description.
I just know they're like 3 dudes from Canada. They're just so fucking trash.
Yeah, they were. It's we're not hating, but it's just like what
No,
the
we're
hell?
hating. This is legit hating.
Yeah, we
right
are
now.
hating because it's just like it's ridiculous. Like you have all this gear and like that's what you're producing. Like what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, like the gear that I've gotten, it's taking me literally all over the world.
Yeah.
Like it took me all over Central and South America. I took it to Asia as well, and it's gotten me so much dope stuff, man. Like,
And you don't have that much gear. Like
I do. I try to be minimal. I only have 2 lenses, dude.
yeah.
2 lenses: the 17-28 and the 55 on my 7.3. The 6300 is my B camera, which the only time I use it is during the podcast, or if I do like testimonials and stuff like that, which is rare.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I keep it minimal, man. You don't need 50 lenses. You don't need 5 bodies.
Yeah.
You don't need the latest freaking gimbals or drones or anything like that. As
Yeah.
long as you know how to tell a story, you know how to edit, that'll take you far. The
Yeah.
gear doesn't matter. Like I've taken my 6300 and 35 millimeter and my 18-105, 2 lenses the entire time, and it took me literally everywhere around the world. And the 18-105 is not even a sharp lens. It's just a zoom lens.
Yeah.
But it works, man.
Yeah, it's all about what you can do with the tool. Like if you go back, man, it's all about tools. What you can do with the tool. So like I would recommend one tight zoom
One
lens.
prime, one zoom. If you plan
Yeah,
on
one
traveling
prime, one
like
zoom.
me, I take 1 prime, 1 zoom. Even until today, like I don't travel as much because COVID and stuff like that. But like for my work, my real estate work, or like all my professional commercial works, like 1 zoom, 1 prime. And if there's a specific gear that I for sure need, I'll just go rent it at the shop, and it doesn't cost so much to rent gear too.
Yeah, I've never rented. I don't know. I know they like ask for hefty deposits, but I've never done that. But yeah, like you said, 2 zoom, 1 zoom, 1
And a prime. That's it.
all you
That's
need.
all
You
I
don't
need.
need anything else, man. Don't
Yeah.
don't worry about all that.
Don't worry
other
about.
crap.
Don't get like. I know like it's super easy to get influenced on Instagram and on YouTube, especially YouTube, bro. Like
Yeah.
there's literally YouTubers that they just like review camera gear, and they know that camera nerds are gonna freaking salivate over it.
Yeah.
And they just rack up these views, and it gets them off. And so, oh fuck, I need to keep pumping out more review videos because people like this shit. Like I like it. Like
Yeah.
it's just the thing. Because I just, even though I know I'm never gonna buy it, I
Yeah.
just like to see what's out there. You know,
Curious.
I'm just curious. I like to learn things. You know, learn new things. So
No, yeah.
don't get influenced, guys. Like
You can't.
it's rare when I buy something because I saw a YouTuber use it. I'm like, boom, like I'm gonna get it off the rip. Like no, it takes me 6 months, dude, to like finally commit to like purchasing something.
You do research better than I do. I'm more of like I see something, I'm like, oh shit, I get hyped and I get it. Like maybe that was my case with the FE with the 24 to 240. I didn't do my research. I think I only saw one, and the only video I saw was like, the images aren't as sharp, but it's good if you video. And then I was
Keyword video.
Yeah, and
you're not a videographer.
I wasn't. I was like, I tried to ignore it. I was like, no, it looks so dope. Like it looks so big.
Only because
and,
Fun for Louis has it.
So big, and I know Fun
Pause,
for Louis.
bro.
I know Fun for Louis. Remember, guys, size matters. No, I'm just kidding. But no, yeah, like I got super like influenced that like it looks so cool, and I'm like everybody's using all these like
I've
travel
never seen
vloggers.
any like Sony heads use that lens besides
I know.
Fun for Louis.
I'm just Fun for Louis.
And there's a reason why.
But I was a fanboy, dude, and he like when
He influenced you.
he was like I said, he was one of my influencers. And
So you're saying right now, don't be that person.
Yeah. It depends what you do. You can't
Yeah.
like if you're a videographer, maybe you would have had a better experience than I did, and maybe you still have it. Because you even told me like that's a good travel lens. And
It
I'm
is.
like I don't fucking film travel. Like if I
Yeah.
do, I just Snapchat it or do a quick story about it. But I'm not like video. But yeah, like don't be that person. Do your research, man.
Yeah.
Like when I got my 16 mil, which is bugging right now. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but just do your research, bro. Like do your research, do your homework. If you want to get something, invest time before you waste money.
And
Damn bars.
And yeah, low key.
Invest your time. Don't invest money. That's a good bar. Damn. Invest your time. Wouldn't you rather invest time than money?
Well,
Wait, time is money. Wait. Mind fuck.
Damn, now you got me off the loop, man. I don't know what you're saying.
Bro, wake up, dude. Well, what's on your mind, bro?
What's on my mind is this freaking gig that I just landed, dude. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be like a 2-month project.
Damn, he's stressing. He's already stressing, guys. Look at us stressing.
I'm gonna fucking enjoy this. I'm gonna enjoy this weekend. Get a little saucy, and then come Monday, I'll fucking bring it, bruh.
Guys, we're not gonna probably podcast for the next month because this was gonna be so busy.
Nah. We'll make it happen. Fuck that.
I'll screenshot messages and post them on the In the Frame podcast story. These motherfucker flakes. But I screenshot like told you guys.
No, never that, dude. Never that. Fuck that.
No excuses, bro. We know.
Now we're committed to this podcast, dude.
We are. Dude.
We're 6 in. We're gonna keep it going. We haven't missed a week. Technically.
Yep. We're not gonna fucking miss a week. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not in the mood to do one today. I wanna. It's a Friday. We wanna fucking just relax, right? Mm-hmm. But guys, remember, if you have something, a passion, this is fucking passion should be on a hoodie, right? Passion, if you're passionate about something, you're never gonna feel like you're grinding or like fuck, it feels like a duty.
This feels fun to me.
This feels fun because we're passionate.
My energy's a little low right now, I'm not gonna lie, but maybe I should have.
It's gonna be
just kidding. I don't do that.
We're gonna grind through it, dude. And we're gonna make the best out of it because this is what we want to do for fun and this is what we enjoy and we're gonna make the most out of it.
For sure.
I love it, dude, and yeah, like gear you shouldn't invest that much money on gear when you're starting off. What you should work on is your craft.
Learn the exposure triangle, guys. Like,
yeah, I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Wait, you're kidding, right?
Well, all I know is that I can set my exposure to a certain exposure where I don't have to fuck with it on post.
Exposure triangle, ISO, aperture, and shutter speed. You know what the fuck that is?
Oh, of course I know what that is.
But I don't know exposure triangle.
Okay, well, look, maybe I'm one of the viewers who doesn't know what that means.
Yeah, because good cop out.
I didn't know how to. I don't know what the fuck, like the rule of thirds, like all that crap. Like, yeah, I might know how to do it, but I don't know the specific terms because I learned it all from YouTube. So
yeah, I learned everything from YouTube. That was my masterclass, guys. That's all the masterclass you can invest in is your time.
That is true. That's what I just said, didn't I?
It's coming full circle right now, dude. Crazy, man. Crazy.
Oh man, but yeah, like gear. What else should we talk about? What should we talk about?
I guess we could wrap it up, man.
Nah, we talk about a few things. We still got time.
We were just saying,
gear doesn't matter. You shouldn't spend that much money.
And if you do want to invest money, get a lens, get a prime.
Yeah,
get something sweet. That prime lens is gonna take you so far.
Yeah, and I guess one thing you can invest is time on educating yourself on YouTube, watching YouTube videos.
I've spent so many hours.
How many wormholes have you gone through,
dude?
You go on YouTube to learn one thing, and then you end up learning like 10 different things.
Yeah, dude. Dude, hours upon hours on Premiere Pro.
I can only imagine for you because video, like fuck, that's more complicated. Shutter speed,
super intricate.
One thing when I was researching shutter speed, I didn't know like the shutter speed can affect your lighting or some shit.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. Like the little, like, you know what I mean?
It's crazy that you don't know this because you're a photographer. But yeah, in video,
I know.
You need to keep, like, even right now before we're rolling, guys, we're like, why is your shutter speed at 50? I'm like, dude.
No, so I said 1/50.
Yeah, 1/50.
Because for me, before I told you, I don't give a fuck about video. Yeah. I mean, I do give a fuck, but I'm not like.
That's not your bread and butter.
That's not my bread and butter. Like, when I shoot, I try to.
You're used to having.
I'm not telling them fucking secrets.
You're used to having high shutters.
That's not even high, fool. Don't tell my number. I'm not trying people. That's not insightful shit. That's from master classes down the line.
For the Patreon?
I know, for the Patreon, for the fans only. But I know shutter speed affects light, and that's why
the higher the shutter, the less light goes into the camera.
So like,
look, I'm teaching you something right now. It's crazy.
Video, bro, because I already have my sweet spot for shutter,
for your photo,
ISO, and
you have a sweet spot for it. Interesting.
All those three. What did you call it? The fucking triangle? The
exposure triangle.
Yeah, I have my sweet spot. I'm sure everybody else who's watching this has their shutter speed, and
right.
They kind of keep it to themselves because that plays a big role.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I'm like here. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you one thing I keep to myself. My curve for the Lightroom.
Your S curve?
My S curve.
Okay.
That's one thing I'm really not passionate, but like kind of like.
Dude, I love fucking with the S curve. That's post production stuff.
Because I feel like an S curve, that like
it really manipulates the image.
Yeah, and that's like your signature look almost.
It is
because it's kind of the glass of the picture if you think about it. So if you, dude, in the fucking frame, man, we're throwing bits and pieces, eggs.
You literally said the other episode, like, I hate when these podcasts they give you like bits and pieces, like, boom,
shit, you're right.
Sign up for my masterclass.
Damn,
dude. You know what I thought of the other day?
What? I'm a hypocrite.
Kristen kind of called me out on it, dude. This is how bad my memory is, guys. So in the first episode, I was shitting on people like I don't want to be that corn. I was like, I quit college or I quit my job to go travel the world, dude. I literally and go to Bali, dude. I literally fucking did that,
dude. I know, dude.
I forgot that I did that.
You know what I caught to ourselves too? Like, when we fucking talked about master classes. We did a whole fucking episode about master classes, and then we talked about it's like yeah, this dude has rich, so he's allowed to have master classes. I was like, damn, I sound fucking stupid, bro.
Wait, what do you mean? We didn't do an episode on master. We talked about it.
No, but we talked about our master class. We like had a little segment about how master classes are a waste of money. But we were kind of going off of on someone.
We're talking about the BS ones.
Yeah, the BS ones. The BS ones.
Yeah, there's a difference between like a legit one and the BS ones. Yeah. Right now, like influencers are trying to like BS you with buying shit, especially during COVID right now, because people can't really work outside. So they're trying to figure out how to sell digital products.
Yeah, so that's why I felt like. Well, maybe
that wasn't. No,
it was maybe good. Like we failed like explaining the difference.
Yeah,
because the following episode we were like, yeah, dude, like this dude makes a shit ton of money, so like you should invest in a masterclass. But we weren't clear. Like there are a lot of phony influencers.
There's more phony ones than fucking real ones, man.
Who nowadays are relying on that masterclass and copying the real ones because they're like, oh shit, it's COVID. Like I'm not out there shooting. I'm not out there getting free.
You gotta sell a digital product out there.
You gotta like expand your fucking your income sources. So that's when they do phony ones, and that's the ones me and Alberto were talking about. Like, like don't fall for those. But like our homie Zach, I'm waiting for our homie, him,
Gordon
Lee, our other homie. He lives in where does he fucking live?
Arizona.
Like, dude, like we always keep in touch, and we
shut the fuck up. I actually did talk to him today, though. Real talk. So funny.
Did you?
Yeah. I responded to his story. I'm like, dude, and we're just chopping up a little bit.
Again, he posted a story today.
Yeah,
and he sent it to me and saw his numbers, bro.
I sent it to VD.
This shit are so crazy.
He had his June numbers.
Hey, Gordon Lee,
another solid month. Try to go for July now.
Yo, Gordon Lee, if you're listening,
dude, how much was you racking up? I didn't even count it because I didn't want to count it. I didn't want to count it.
Like I said, he makes like what people are making in a year.
In 1 month, dude.
But Gordon Lee, if you're listening, give us an insight. I'm curious to see what gig or what avenue of filming, because he does filming, right?
He does commercial style work.
What avenue has the most bread and butter? Like what has
I'll say it now, dude. I'm pretty sure he'll agree. Brands, duh. Everything's a brand. Corporate gigs.
Yeah,
corporate gigs have money, dude. That's my niche is corporate stuff.
Yeah,
bro, I'm not trying to do back to like the last or 2 episodes ago. I'm not trying to deal with freaking these IG models, quote unquote models that don't pay you shit or they give you a fucking coffee in return. I work with fucking corporate fucking people, man, because they actually have money.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
And they know the value of media, so they really value me, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It just depends on what niche you're trying to go for, man. Like if you want to freaking shoot IG honeys for the rest of your life, I mean, good luck with that.
Let me set this question because I feel like you're getting fired up.
My energy's going up, bro. I love it.
I know. We fucked up. I fucked up, guys. We forgot to press record.
No, you did. Don't say we. Stop saying we when you fuck up.
I forgot because that's my job. Because we were just thinking and like we were so.
All right, who cares? Who cares?
Anyways, so here, let me lay this question down. So you're saying how you don't want to shoot IG honeys and all this and that, right?
I never have, never will. Maybe.
Oh, I've seen you shoot like
video when I was coming up.
Oh, remember that girl?
Just kidding. I think I know. Like I said, I was coming up though.
No, I'm just what you did. Oh, I didn't even know you shooting. Anyways, so where do you draw the line of like let's say a company, right? A corporate company,
sure,
a paper company comes at you and be like, hey, like Alberto, we want you to we'll pay you an X amount of money to do a company tutorial of harassment.
Like so, pretty much.
So shoot a video. We're gonna do a little reenactment, and then shoot this like girl like being like harassed.
So what's the question?
Would you take that gig because it was X amount of money? That was like holy shit, like it's like $6,000.
Okay.
Would you take it, or would you be like, it's like that doesn't feel that's not like my creative that doesn't suit me, or maybe it does suit you, or would you just accept it? What I'm trying to say is, would you be open to those things, or you wouldn't be open because it's not your take?
Dude, I've shot so many things that are not on my Instagram because it doesn't fit me, but I still shoot it, and I don't promote it because it just doesn't fit me. I'll probably take that job if the money's right.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
as long as it's like, it's not like it's nothing weird, like it doesn't conflict with my personal morals or ethics and stuff like that, then yeah, dude.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. No, that was my question.
No, dude, there's so much in the vault that I have in my hard drives that you've
told me about
produced and I've just never put it out because it just doesn't fit me.
No, so the only reason I said that is because, you know, I want, maybe I'll ask whenever Gordon Lee asks a question, like, that's what I want to tell him. Like, is that your bread and butter? Is that where
he does corporate stuff, dude? He does corporate stuff. So I've been following for a couple years now.
And I just checked out his Instagram and I was like, oh shit, like this fool does like commercials.
Yeah, and he's really good.
He is. And I saw his editing. I was like, holy shit, like that's a lot of work.
This guy's nice. He's super nice. Like
you send me like videos of like when you're editing, and I see a lot of like little squares. I'm like, fuck that shit. I just skip it. I'm like, it's too much to look at. This motherfucker be guilt tripping me. Like, I hope you appreciate this, Pete. And it's a lot of work.
I gotta make you better, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. But I mean, it is what it is.
What about you? Like, what kind of gigs have you said no to?
Shit, I don't really get gigs, so I gotta say yes all the time. Just kidding. Gigs that I say no to. Basically, dude, just a bunch of like collabing. Those are the gigs. I mean, they're kind of gigs because they'll get me exposure. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to like really like.
Well, remember, like you said 3 episodes ago,
collab at your own risk.
Only three.
Yeah, but they're not models. They're like, okay. It could be like a company, or like it could be like a friend's company.
Okay.
Or just like random shoots where like it's promoting,
like branding.
Yeah, branding deals. Like, oh, can you take a picture of a couple things and that? I'll get you 3 sauces that I'm making of this product.
At least there's an exchange though.
Yeah,
like their product.
It's a barter. It's kind of a barter. Like we went collab at your own risk. Hoodies coming this winter. But it's just like it's not worth it anymore. Uh-huh. I did so many collabs where I did products. You were my model one time.
I was?
Yeah, dude. I'm not gonna name no names, but when you held that thing,
oh shit!
And I got like a bunch of them.
I forgot.
There was
dude, that was way back. Yeah,
yeah, and I did a bunch of those, and then I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what am I doing? Like it's not worth it for me.
Right.
It's not worth it. So those are the ones when someone comes and says, hey man, I got this product. Can you give me a couple product shots? Mm-hmm. Like, oh yeah, I tell my prices and like, no, I'm gonna. It's like, oh, I was thinking I would give you like, I don't know, like a couple of these in exchange for your services. I'm like, your shit's selling for $5 a piece, and you want me to give you like 10 photos and spend 8 hours editing? Like, no.
Right.
Like, no thanks. Like,
yeah. No, I feel you. I feel you.
I'm busy. Those are the kind of ones I stray away or neglect.
Yeah, dude. I've been doing like real estate stuff, and it's like easy money. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But you still got to do a good job. It's not just you land and then you just half-ass it. Like I kill it. Yeah. I make sure I kill it.
Yeah.
Like one of the videos that videos do such a difference, man. Like I've produced a real estate video.
They sell, like you said,
and they put the property. They list the property like a couple days later.
Yeah.
And that shit fucking sells like off the rip, man. It's crazy because the value of video is so strong.
Yeah,
especially now during COVID, like it's even more popping more than ever because people are not doing open houses anymore.
Yeah,
I don't even know if they're still allowed to do that.
It's like a virtual tour.
So it's a virtual tour. Essentially, it's a virtual tour. Yeah. So like video walkthroughs are like it's like super key right now, and I'm like freaking benefiting from that right now.
Yeah, and
you should look into doing like real estate pictures, man. Like it's not that hard. Triple exposure, boom.
It's not that hard.
But at the same time, you just need to know people. Like I have my foot in the. I have my foot in there.
Stole the words. Like you gotta get your foot in the door.
Yeah.
Your photos can be like semi. How many times? I follow so many realtors whose photos I've seen. I was like, damn, like I could do way better for them. But they're not gonna give a fuck because I'm like, well, these are like whatever.
If the property is selling, they really don't care because they don't care to an extent, you know.
Yeah, and where it does make a change, like you said, it's video because there are videographers, but the quality of video is more noticeable than photos. Between a shitty photographer and a shitty videographer and a good videographer, the difference is night and day. Photos. You gotta remember, people are skipping, like swiping. Fast. They just want to check real quick, and they're not gonna notice on stuff.
Right.
But I mean, it is what it is. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, as photographers, it is a little harder because the market is way saturated.
Super.
And you got to find your ways to adapt.
Right.
One thing I was talking about for like, I was at a Father's Day barbecue and I had a lot of family members and I was like, hey, what do you guys think of the podcast? Is there any advice you guys would listen, this and that? There was just positive feedback. Mm-hmm. One thing some guy said, one of my cousins, he was like, hey, how do you deal with all these photographers? Because I heard you talk about saturation. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, damn, saturation. I was kind of like, like, you feel a certain type of way, right? Because you want to defend and say like everybody's a shitty photographer out there. So, and your shit's the best, right? That's your first.
That's just your ego talking.
Yeah, that's just like your emotions and your ego, like you said. And I said, you know what, man? It's just at the end of the day, it's hard for a photographer to stand out nowadays. It's just really hard.
It's gonna get harder from here on out too, especially with cameras on your phones that are so clutch.
And one main question was like that he got me thinking was like, how do you adapt? How do you adapt to all this saturation? And I was like, shoot, dude, like I don't know, like I don't
trying to figure that out right now.
I'm trying to figure that out, man. Like how many fucking photographers are out there doing maternity? How many photographers are out there doing engagement photos? Yeah. How many photographers? And then it's like
there's so many niches, and it's still saturated in each niche.
Yes. And then I was like, dude, like I'm still thinking to this day. Mm-hmm. I've come up with a little few things. How do I become different from the pack? How do you?
Okay, so this is a better question. How do you keep your head up?
How do you keep your head up?
Yeah, like when you know it's like
I feel
the
like
odds are against me.
Oh, when the odds are against me, dude, I just
do you like feel down like fucking I'm quitting? I mean, clearly you're not.
No, I don't feel down. I just feel like what I'll do and will like relieve that like pressure of like fuck, like there's somebody out there who is getting more gigs, but their quality isn't as good as mine. That always gets to me. That always makes me mad. That always drives my ego. That always fucking makes me even more hungrier. I'll spend hours, dude, on Lightroom editing a fucking photo for 2 hours. The same fucking photo, just making that color or that theme or that creativity shit that I'm looking for. And until I get that, I'm like, damn, that's my new shit. Like that, I just found something. This is what's different from the rest.
Right.
And one thing I have found is that I have to constantly change that. Because the minute I do that, then I upload it on Instagram, it's gone like that, dude. Because somebody else will be like, oh shit, he found that. And somebody else is going to take the time and manipulate that.
Right.
And then add that to the repertoire. So then that becomes saturated. It's like the coronavirus, dude. What's going on right now? It's like,
oh my God,
one of them gets it.
You really compared
yes,
photos.
dude, because I'm going on a deep dive right now. So I come up with something, somebody else does it, copies it, or like tries to do it. And then that person will share it. And then from that person, 3 people get it. And then next thing you know, you have a pandemic of copycats. So like, it's hard for a photographer to like be original. You know what I mean?
I agree, dude.
As for you,
it's really hard to be original.
I feel like for videographers, if I'm giving my opinion, angles is the only thing you can copy, but you can't copy storytelling because there's so many in videography. There's so many combinations of editing,
transitions.
There's so many like variables where
the teal and orange color.
Yeah, like, where like okay, let's say someone copies you, right? Like another videographer,
sure,
and you notice it, but their transitions are like exactly the same, like back to back to back. That's noticeable for somebody to be like, man, what the fuck? Like this is like Alberto's fucking video,
right?
And then they'd be like, like what the fuck? Like this is like super copying, but the colors aren't as good as Alberto's, so I'm gonna still stick with Alberto.
Sure. Yeah.
As for photos, it's like you can
literally mimic.
You can mimic
someone.
You can spend hours on like, what the fuck did he do here? Did he do this much saturation?
Especially now on YouTube, there's so many tutorials like how to look like Sam Colder's photos, how to look like Matt Como's, how to look like anyone you can think of.
And you know what I get mad at is when people do tutorials on how to edit photos.
You're one of those that gets pissed.
I get mad because then they're like, what the fuck? Like, why am I not getting love? Why aren't you getting love? Because people are out there creating the same thing you're creating,
right?
And they're trying to get love. Like, think about it, dude. Like, you're putting yourself out there. That's the thing that drives me crazy. Imagine if I was to edit a photo, do a screen grab of like how I'm editing the photo, and then I'm like, hey, like now you know how to edit people, right? Now you know how to edit skin tones. It's like, I hope you enjoyed this video. And then like 2 weeks later, nobody likes my shit. And nobody's like fucking with me anymore because they're out there practicing the craft I just exposed to everybody.
Right.
And now I feel a certain type of way. So now I feel like somebody owes me something because I'm giving information away.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
It's a double-edged sword in a way.
Yeah. Well, damn, dude. Like, I just say keep at it, man. Don't get down when people. I'll take it as a compliment if someone's freaking copying you. Honestly.
Yeah. Have you ever felt like that, or am I the only one tripping that?
I think you're bugging, bro. Honestly,
You've never felt like somebody's copying you, or like you post something and then like the next person like will post something about like the same theme, or like, you know what I mean?
Bro,
or like, are you just like in your fucking tunnel vision?
I swear to God, dude. It's dude. I know I'm giving the answers that you don't want to hear, but
lying fucker.
No, honestly,
no mientas, güey. No mientas.
Honestly, dude, I'm in such tunnel vision, man. Like, I don't even look at other people's stuff on purpose, man. Like, I don't want to get influenced. I simply don't really care.
I get that. Like, you don't. I can relate with you on that. You don't want to get influenced. No, and I've done that before.
Yeah, it's happened to me subconsciously, dude. Like,
yeah.
Like, okay, so for example, I got a perfect scenario. So I watch YouTube. That's like I like watching YouTube. So I watch like videographers that I like watching.
Yeah.
And they kind of like do their vlog and stuff like that. They don't really post I rarely watch like the cool
What do you
cinematic.
like? I know viewers want to.
I like Henbu's cool. He's from San Diego. Shouts to Henbu.
Oh yeah.
Sony head too. Yeah. I mean, the GOAT Sam Colder.
He doesn't post. He takes him like 6 months, twice a year.
But his shit is so good when he posts, dude. Like, it's like nothing else. Like, this guy always pushes his stuff. Like,
the cartoon one, I didn't like. The cartoon shit.
His brother just passed.
Oh fuck, my bad. Oh wait, no, I didn't like it though. Like,
I see what you're saying.
Cartoon thing. I'm saying the aspect.
Yeah.
Fuck, I sound like an asshole.
Yeah, it was about his brother that passed away, dude.
No, my bad, dude. You know what I mean. I don't like the artistic.
I just saw Casey Neistat for the first time in a long time. He posted a video.
He got annoying though.
He gets annoying. Yeah, he's whatever. I just like watching him because I just been following for such a long time. Okay, so back to my getting influenced subconsciously. So I caught myself doing something on my IGTV vlogs.
What?
That was like, oh fuck, I legit low key bit off them on accident without even knowing it.
Whoa.
So at the end of I don't know if you noticed, at the end when at the end of my vlogs, for those that are wondering, go to my Instagram at @a_Mendoza_. You'll see my IGTV vlogs. Yeah. I catch myself the rating saying peace. Dude, Henbu says that, and Daniel Schiffer says that.
Copycat.
Without even trying to, it just happened because I watched him so much that I kind of stopped watching Daniel Schiffer because he does his exact same fucking B-roll shit all the time. I don't know
what that is.
It's this video. You've seen his style
Daniel
videos. Schiffer. He's a Canadian dude. Anyways, he does like exact videos for like the last 6 months. It's working for him. He's like going crazy right now, but I'm over it. Oh, fireworks going off.
Fuck, that was a gun.
It is Oceanside. No, but I've said peace just like the way those two do it. I'm like, fuck, like I need to change that.
Yeah.
So that's an perfect example of me like
being influenced
without even trying to. Like, I try not to like take anything from anyone, but it just happened on accident because it was in my mind without even knowing when I was doing it. I didn't think of it until I saw the edit. I'm like, damn, where have I heard that from? Like, oh my god, it's from these two cats.
Yeah, no, I get that. Like, there's a difference between being influenced and like being inspired. No, is there?
No. There's a difference between being influenced and copying.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't trying to copy. It just happened on accident. And I caught myself, and I'm not going to do it again.
Damn. Well, it happens, dude. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Shit. Have I copied anybody? No, I haven't copied anybody.
But who's copied you?
Who's copied me? That fucking guy who lives in Oceanside too. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody that lives in Oceanside follows me. What the fuck?
Yeah,
it's a photographer.
It was a joke, guys.
No, it was a joke. I just like it feels. If you feel a certain type of way when you work really hard, like I said, it sucks for a photographer because you take your time and then the moment you upload it, it's just like gone because somebody's gonna like, oh, that's different.
Rip
like,
that.
Like maybe I should do that too. And it's gonna happen.
Right.
There's nothing you can do about it. And the biggest thing I've learned is like just swallow your ego. And if they do copy you, it's a form of they like your shit and they want to be just
They're
like
a fan.
you. And that's the
They're
way you
a
gotta
fan,
go
even if
for
they're not
it.
even following you, man. Trust me, we have a lot of haters.
Yeah.
That shout out to that one fucker that always
Who?
dislikes our video.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea, but
Yeah.
there's always one fucker that
Dude.
dislikes our video. Hey, by the way, you forgot to dislike our current video, so make sure you go to episode 4 and dislike because you forgot to do that.
Yeah.
There'll be people that are following us and watching.
Well,
But they're
like
watching.
it.
They're watching every single move, man.
Now let me tell you something. When I noticed, even told you this. So I was
Oh
like
my God.
watching
Dude,
it.
that was a crazy story when you said that right now.
So
Yeah.
like, okay,
I
our
know what it is.
podcast, we're already like almost an hour. Fuck, we're already an hour. So like, there will be those people who listen to it like during break, during lunch, because our podcasts are pretty lengthy, an hour,
Yeah,
an hour
yeah.
30. And then the minute they hear something like, oh fuck, I think they're talking about me, they'll switch their like to dislike. Because I even told them, like, what the fuck? Like we had 7 likes and 0 likes. Now we have 6 likes
You mean
and
0
1
likes
like.
and 0 dislikes?
Yeah, dislikes. And I was like, what the fuck? Like somebody probably heard something
No,
like,
dude, it
when
was
they
so
were on the
funny
lunch
because
break.
Pete was like, because I refreshed it real quick and it was like 7-0, 7-0, 7 likes, 7 and 1 and 0 dislikes, and then all of a sudden Pete was like, dude, what the fuck? We had like legit 7 and now it went down to 6
Yeah.
and then it went to a dislike. It's like this guy like might have done it liked us on accident and he went back and he switched it.
Yeah.
Like, that was
And
so funny.
It was so funny, man. And I was like, what the fuck, man? But
Dude, like
What?
I'm just saying, like this is so new to you, man. Like to me, this is funny. Like this is like, bro.
No, yeah, it's
that
comical.
dislike is an
Comical.
engagement that favors us.
yeah.
That
And,
person doesn't even fucking know until probably if he watches this now.
and
But shouts to you, bro. I appreciate you watching our shit. I appreciate you disliking our shit. Like
appreciate you, dude.
I appreciate the engagement. So hey, keep at it, bro.
Hater. Damn, Alberto's been taking
Dude,
AP
I love
class.
our dude.
Alberto's been taking AP classes on hating.
Dude, I always say, man, if you got no haters, if you have no haters, you're doing
Kill
something
'em.
wrong.
Kill them with kindness.
Bars.
I know. Shit. If you don't have haters, you don't have anything going on. Right?
Sure.
But anyways, oh, so I wanted to bring up the comment that we got. That guy.
Yeah, let's not talk about people in the comments, dude.
What do you mean?
Nah, dude, that's lame. That's lame.
Fine.
That's lame, dude. Well, whatever. People are gonna hate. Who cares?
Who cares,
man?
man?
Who cares?
I
I appreciate it though. But we want to start something new,
We do.
which is we want to keep our audience
Engaged.
engaged. Like we want to like have a connection with our audience. So we started to do something. We talked about it today, and then we kind of want to roll with it. So we're gonna do it's called a
Frame of the week.
frame of the week.
Brought to you by
Brought to you by Skillshare.
Alberto?
Just
No.
kidding. And today we're going to highlight.
Who's the lucky one this week?
Let me make sure I grab his Instagram so I don't mess up. Today's highlight is going to be at Teddy Osuna, TEDDYOSUNA. You'll see it in the screen if you're watching it on YouTube. This is a good homie of ours. We never told him we were gonna do this, but
Surprise!
yeah, surprise. I saw this.
motherfucker.
I saw this image of his that really like. Oh my, dude, this is so fucking good.
Yeah, like
Um,
we thought it was a commercial.
Yeah, so this guy did like a
Product
What do you call it?
photography.
A mock product for like.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
product photography you could call it.
Mock-up.
He did like this Ballast Point beer, which is a local brewery here in San Diego. And I thought the images were so good. Like if you're listening right now, you might want to go on YouTube so you can check out the image. So we'll put the image on YouTube and we'll also add his Instagram to the description. So I thought the image was super fire. When I saw it, I'm like, dude, like I want a beer. I want a Ballast Point. I don't even drink Ballast Point anymore. But we want to do that every week, guys. So
But we're gonna
keep
tell
posting some
Demon.
heat and then we'll select a
You gotta
friend of the
follow
week.
us though.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So Teddy, good shit, bro. Keep it up,
Yeah,
man.
keep it up, bro.
Yeah.
He's one of the first photographers that taught me, or not taught me, but like I saw that he fucked with lighting a lot.
Dude, this guy is so technical with it.
And
Like
Teddy, I don't know.
he's probably like the most technical photographer I know.
Yeah, and Teddy, I don't know if you use Flash, but I mean, I'm a Flash guy. I just got into the Flash game, but it looks like you have like he has lights like you.
Yeah,
Maybe, I
but
don't
he
know.
has like expensive lights. Like he has like the aperture lights, I think. Like I
Yeah.
have like the dinky ones that are just like
Maybe like an
it gets the job
Explorer
done.
or a AD 400,
yeah. I honestly don't know about lights that much.
but it's a
I don't
game
really
changer.
care, honestly.
It's a game changer if you're doing like model photography, which he does a lot.
Yeah, he does a lot of model photography.
Yeah, you'll see.
Check him out, guys.
He's
His Instagram will be linked in the description.
he's definitely doing good things.
He's a local photographer from Escondido.
Yeah. So if you we're constantly looking through the In the Frame podcast feed, And if we see something that catches our eyes,
we will
feature you guys in this new segment called in the frame
Actually,
of the week.
if you do upload images, make sure you put hashtag in the frame pod.
Yeah.
That therefore we'll see the image on the hashtag, and then we'll select a in the frame of the week or frame of the week.
And we'll do this weekly.
Yeah.
And we'll post your image and stuff, and we'll shout you guys out. Just to we want your feedback, and we want to see your stuff.
Keep that connection going. You know, we appreciate everything.
Do
you want to wrap up, man?
Support. I think this is going to do it for episode 6 on gear. Does it really matter how much you pay for your gear? What's your conclusion? Let's end it with a conclusion on your part.
Like I said before, if you have money and you plan on dropping some heavy coin on some nice fancy gear, invest in a better lens, prime lens. I suggest a prime lens. Mm-hmm. And don't worry about the body as much. Depends on you got to figure out what you're into first. If you're going to be a photographer, I would invest in a lens over a body. If you're a videographer, it's kind of different because you want that body that could shoot maybe a 4K quality is a priority for you, like it is
longer battery life.
Longer battery life, full frame as well. Full frame is a big difference as well, including photography. If you want to shoot 120 frames per second, which is nice buttery slow motion. Not all cameras are equal. So some cameras can do certain things. So in the video aspect is a little different. The body is a game changer, but if you're in photography, the lens is the real game changer because every camera could do the same thing. Yeah. As long as you can shoot raw, that's all that matters.
Yes.
What about you?
My conclusion: if you're barely getting into it and get a decent priced body, invest in a lens. That's the number one thing. Sometimes your lens will be worth more than your body. That's okay. And then 2, price only matters when you're on that top level where like it's 4K or 1080p and your camera
all cameras shoot 1080 at this point.
Yeah, but I'm saying
it's 2020.
I'm saying if you have that client like, I want a 4K, then yes, but that's only going to be like top tier producers or filmmakers or photographers. Well, not photographers, doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, lens over body, if anything,
for photography,
for sure. Once you get up to that top tier level, then the little things that clients expect out of you because it's 4K or little dumb things that not a lot of your average Joe doesn't like, that's when you spend the top money, and that's when it makes a little bit of a difference. But if you do spend money, it's on a lens or other things that can up your game, like a flash or a mount or
a tripod
stuff that will impact your game a little bit, but won't cost you as much money as a whole new camera. That's my conclusion.
I got one little nugget I just thought of right now. Pro tip, guys. Pro tip. I highly recommend. I've said this in my IG vlogs. I highly recommend if you're gonna get camera gear, get it on Amazon and don't be afraid to get used stuff or refurbished stuff, dude. I get a lot. My lenses are like not brand new, so you save yourself like $200. That $200 goes a long way.
Yeah, I remember.
And it's from Amazon, so they're not going to sell you a piece of shit. This isn't Craigslist. This isn't eBay where you could buy something sketchy from someone. Yeah. This is from Amazon, so you're going to get a for sure good product. And if it comes out messed up for some reason, you could always return it back, no questions asked. So, pro tip: Amazon, baby.
And refurbish can be or open box. You just mean like I opened it, I didn't like it, I'm gonna return it.
Right.
Then that shit. Unfortunately, that's gonna be open box,
and that's gonna dink like $200 off that price. So you're gonna save yourself $200 right there.
Yeah,
dude, I saved so much money just getting like open box stuff. Like I'm not scared of that.
Shit, I haven't.
Especially camera gear, like lenses, like they last forever.
Yeah, I mean, this to be realistic, the only thing that's gonna fuck up a lens is the scratch.
Right.
And that's going to really affect the image. But and overall, these glasses are worth expensive because they're almost scratch proof. Unless you fucking really
unless
try
you're
to
trying. Yeah. Which you why would you?
Yeah. But I think that's good, man. Thank you for listening, guys. Episode number 6. We appreciate your feedback. If you're not following us yet, follow us at In the Frame Podcast on YouTube, In the Frame Podcast Instagram. We're also on Spotify and Apple. If you follow us on Instagram, we have a link thing that will show you all our links, and we'll take you straight to
whatever platform you prefer.
Shit, I can't even fucking talk anymore. And yeah, guys, that's how easy we made it for you guys to catch us.
Where can people find you?
where can people find me? Peter Collin Frames, Instagram, petercollinframes.com. Check me out.
You can find me on Instagram at @A_Mendoza_ and YouTube Alberto Mendoza.
Yeah. And once again, guys, we like to end the episode. If you have any feedback, if you have any topics, subjects, concerns, just want to say hi, you can always DM us, email us at intheframepodcast@gmail.com. You can always comment on our video. You can always let us know.
Don't forget to hit that like too.
Yeah,
and
like
to
button.
that one hater, don't forget to hit that dislike, by the way.
And don't forget to subscribe too. The Alberto made this new animation. It's pretty dope. I love it. Guys, this is episode 6 in the Frame podcast with your host, Peter Collins. That is me, your co-host, Alberto Mendoza.
Deuces.
We'll see you on episode number 7. Thank you.